Hey guys, so today we're going to continue on with this processing of deer. I think I might do a couple more videos on that, but I already skinned it out. I'm not very good at skinning, but you know, I get the job done. So what I'm going to do now is take the tenderloins out of this deer. Tenderloins are these muscles inside the cavity here, and a lot of people prefer that meat over just about anything else. It's really good and I like it, but I happen to prefer the back straps. So I mean, that's my absolute favorite part of the deer. But these are real good too, and I think we're going to have these for dinner tonight. So I'll show you how I get these out. You got to kind of get in here and kind of get up close and personal with it. But there's a cavity that these muscles fall in, and if you just do an outline cut, then you can get your hand in here and kind of work at it. Do a little top cut here. I missed some of it there. So just kind of keep cutting, kind of go slow. I like to start at the top. You know, I made those side cuts, but actually starting to fillet this out of there, I like to go on the top and let gravity kind of help. Pain getting started sometimes. Just trying to separate it from the bone. No rush in any of this, just going slow. There's a tenderloin right there. I'm going to take this in, clean it up. And this deer hasn't been hanging that long, but you can tell it's already got some dried stuff here, but that's all right. That's all still good. But this is the first cut of meat you want to take out of your deer, otherwise they will dry up real fast. But like I said, I'm going to take it in, clean it all up nice, and then I'm going to soak it in water, and this meat will turn right back to good. So it'll be fine. So I'm going to throw this in a bucket and take the other one out. then I think on this video we're gonna quarter one of the front quarters. One of the front quarters kind of got a little messed up with the shot, and I want to get that out of there. I like getting all the shot stuff off the carcass as relatively quickly as I can. We're going to process this front quarter, but I'll show you how to quarter that one next, I guess. All right, we'll get right back with you. Hey guys, so now we're going to process or take a quarter off this deer, one of the front quarters. Like I said, this one kind of got a little mangled during the shot. The exit wound was right here on this shoulder. I like to harvest or process that right away. So that's what we're going to do. Normally, I'll spin the deer here. Normally, on a nice front quarter like this, you can kind of move it, and then you can tell about where the muscle structure is going to separate. Like, that's going to separate right there is where I'm going to need to do that cut. Somewhere up in here. So on this one, since I kind of messed up a little bit, I'm just going to grab it somewhere where I can and kind of lift up on it. So I can see that separation is about right there. So I can feel that bone. There's a bone right there. So I'm going to start cutting right there. Big hunk of fat right there. Normally when I skin a deer, this comes off with it. This thin layer of meat isn't really good for much. I mean, I suppose if you're real desperate, you can do something with it, but normally that comes off when I skin it. I didn't skin it. I didn't dig in quite as deep into the neck and skin that off like I normally do. And then it makes it a little easier to see. But anyway, you can see where the muscle structure is here. So then I'm just gonna you can kind of see where it's starting to separate here. Once again, I'm going to let gravity do a lot of this work for me. And even though a lot of this is all pretty bloodshot and everything, once you get down inside there, there's going to be still some good meat. The front quarters don't have near as much as the hind quarters on them. And the front quarters are easier to quarter. You'll see when we get to the hind quarters on a different video, they're a little tougher. Just like that, the front shoulders are a piece of cake. So anyway, we're going to take this in, process it up, and I think we'll do some installments on how to do this whole deer. You already saw the hind quarters, so tomorrow we'll probably do the other front quarter, and then the next video will probably be the back straps. We'll get that done, and then that's about it. Usually after I'm done with the carcass, I'll dive into the neck and get whatever meat, just kind of pick at the carcass, whatever I want off it. Some of this stuff, this back stuff's good trim, and just depends on how many deer I've got that year as to how picky I am with it. I like to, no matter how many I've got, I like to really go over my carcass, but you don't need every single little last scrap of meat. Sometimes it's just way more work than what it's worth. But anyway, there we go. There's the front quarter.